It is language and it is Tuesday and we are still not doing cursive today. So I really need to get back into doing cursive on Tuesday. Sorry about that. I'm messing you guys up so much. Today what you're going to be working on is you're going to take your rough copy of your fractured fairy tale that you finished up last week. And today you're going to have to get it edited and revised. Now, if we were in class together right now, we would break off into groups. You would hand over your work to a friend and you would edit and revise each other's work. We can't really do that right now. So here's what I suggest. If you have a brother or sister at home who is old enough to be able to look over your work and help you, that would be an ideal person to go to. You don't need to go to your mom or dad first thing. If maybe you don't have siblings at home or maybe they're younger than you, they can't really help you edit this, then you can take it to a mom or dad for help. If mom and dad are busy working right now, because I know many of them are working from home and they really don't have time to edit, then you're gonna do an edit on your own work today. And this is a little bit trickier, but you're gonna do your very best work to look for errors you might have made. So you're gonna start by editing. And remember, editing is looking at the words and the punctuation to see that they're correct. So look at your spelling. If you see any words and you're just not sure if you spelled them right, you can take out a highlighter or even a pencil to underline that word to look for in a dictionary later. If you don't have a paper dictionary at home, you should be able to find a dictionary online very easily, like dictionary.com. You may want to ask for help to try to get that figured out. Also, when you're editing, you're going to be looking at your quotation marks. Do you have quotation marks? Are they used properly? Did you put them around the words that someone is actually saying out loud? Right before your quotation marks at the end of a sentence, did you put a comma, an exclamation mark, or a question mark inside the quotation mark? Okay, make sure it goes question mark, then quotation marks, or comma, then quotation marks. Also look at your quotation marks. Are they small and near the top, or are they really big and just sort of look like brackets? It's important that you write them carefully or they're not going to look the way that they're supposed to, and people won't understand what you're trying to say in your work. I also want you to check to make sure that you have used sentences. That means that you are going to have periods throughout your entire work. So make sure that you haven't just written one really long sentence. You need to break it up. Okay, so that's the editing side of things. Then there's also the revising. And remember, revising is more when we're looking at the ideas. This is one that a younger brother or sister could help you with if you read your story out loud to them. And they're going to be revising it by asking you questions and saying, wait a second, this part doesn't make sense to me. Why did you say this? Or I think you forgot something important over here. Remember that when we're writing our own stories, they make a lot of sense to us, but they don't always make sense to other people. So you need to make sure that other people understand what you're trying to say. And if they can't understand it, maybe you need to update some of what you have put down. Right? So today is the day to work really hard on getting that edited and revised so that tomorrow we can get started working on your good copy. I also just want to remind you, keep reading 20 minutes every day. I'm not going to remind you of that every day, but it is the expectation. Please make sure that you are reading. I will see you tomorrow. Have fun editing and revising.